Did a nice job. And this game is for the rights to play that game over again, isn't it? The winner of this gets to play Hammond, correct?
I believe that is correct. So Aaron Tom, the shortstop, comes into the batter's box to face off against Alfredo Delgado. Righty versus righty matchup. First pitch. Fastball down the plate for a strike. El Dorado fans are still here. Arkansas, Alabama fans are here still, both leaving in the morning, taking early flights out. Good to see that they're still enjoying the baseball after their teams have been eliminated. Foul ball. 0-2 count to Aaron Tom. Good turnout for the Honolulu Saints. Not so much for the New York fans, but I know they're probably listening on WJOB1230.com.
Why would they be listening anywhere else?
Good question. Timeout called. That foul ball hit the catcher. Gabriel Zambrano looks like he got him between the mask and the chest gear. Umpire taking some time to give Zambrano a little breather. He's a tough kid, though. He's ready.
Looks like he is back in there and awaiting the next pitch.
Tall righty on the mound. Delgado throws a high off-speed pitch out of the zone for the first ball of the night.
Wasted one there, I think, so.
Tom still behind, trying to get it going for Honolulu. Check swing. It's a called strike anyways. So Tom down looking for the first out. Here comes Caleb Markwith for Honolulu.
Surprised him with that pitch. It was right down the middle, and he was just locked up. I think he surprised him.
A lot of gear on the arms of Markwith. He's right on the plate. First pitch late on the fastball from Alfredo Delgado. At some point tonight, Tim Bell, host president for the Optimist, is going to get the radar gun out, so he'll be sending up some notes to us later on before we get later in the game. Here's a grounder too short coming in as Jamal Patansis. Throw across the diamond. Out easily is Caleb Markwith. Good start for New York.
That young man actually played catcher against Hammond on Saturday's game and did a banner job. Banner job. Now he's playing shortstop.
I think a lot of the coaches are trying to see where these players fit in the best, giving them other chances than they might prefer. At the plate, first baseman Dante Park, first pitch swinging. Here's another one back to short. A little bit of a bobble high throw from Matanzas, and staying at first is Dante Park, throwing error on the shortstop.
You know, he hesitated for just a split second and then had to fire that ball off, and it caused him to throw it a little high. Thus the runner at first base. Otherwise, 3 up, 3 down very quickly, huh?
Now the cleanup hitter, Trey DuPont, right fielder, adds some power in his bat. Wind blowing out tonight, but not as much as it has been in the past few nights. We've seen a lot of home runs come out on this field through the course of the tournament. Trey DuPont trying to get inning going and keep it alive for Makana Murashige. 0-1 count. Here's one in the dirt, going to second. Going to be a close play. Safe is Dante Park, so runner in scoring position early for Honolulu.
You know, that's some aggressive base running. The coach, first base coach, and the runner never even hesitated, and he actually slid in there fairly easily. It beat a good throw also. Let's see if Hawaii can capitalize on the air.
1-1 count. Here's one hit to the right side. It's going to be
Foul
dropped
ball.
in foul territory. Right on the line. Good positioning by the first base umpire. I like this. There's 4 umpires on the diamond. You can't get enough umpires. You got to have eyes everywhere on the field.
Well, they've got 8 of them.
Hopefully they're all functioning.
How's my math?
Good. 1-2 count. Here's a ball pop foul down the first base side.
Trey's just a hair late on those fastballs. But he's making contact on each one of them, so let's see if he chases a bad pitch here or not.
1-2 count. Does not. Delgado tried throwing the eye-level fastball to get DuPont to swing, and he does not swing at it. So the count runs to 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs in the top of the first, runner on second for Honolulu. Another foul ball by DuPont, trying to get across the first run of the game.
Yeah. I think a single here with the speed and aggressiveness of Hawaii is going to get that run to the plate, right?
Alfredo Delgado, long leg kick to wind up. Off-speed pitch.
Locked
Fooled.
off.
Fooled DuPont, and he was not expecting that by any means. And he's down looking. Second strikeout of the first for Alfredo Delgado. So 1 stranded. Halfway through the first inning, it is Honolulu, Hawaii 0 and Kingsbridge, New York 0. Back in 1 minute on WJOB 1230 and regionsports.com.
This is Pat Popa from Popa Heating and Cooling, where your comfort and a professional quality installation are our top priorities, because we understand that when we install a new system for you, it's something you will live with for many years, a system you are likely to own at least 3 times longer than the car you are driving. Don't suffer through years of a poor installation. Call us today at 838-7700. Tax credits and rebates are still available. That's 838-7700. And remember, it's hard to stop a train.
Giovanni's in Munster is a proud sponsor of the 2013 Cal Ripken World Series. Stop in after the game for delicious, expertly prepared pasta, veal, seafood, and steak. Giovanni's is located at 603 Ridge Road in Munster, just minutes from the Hammond Optimus Youth Sports Complex. See their ad in the program or check them out on the web, giosmunster.com.
Kingsbridge, New York gets out of the jam in the top of the first, and coming to the plate for the first time for Kingsbridge, New York will be the leadoff hitter, Sammy De La Cruz. He's followed by Jabal Bastances, the shortstop for the Knights. Batting third is George Valera, and left field, cleanup hitter is the pitcher, Alfredo Delgado. Fifth is Gabriel Zambrana at the catcher spot. Sixth is Harry Segura Vargas, the center fielder. Seventh is Arubio Candelario, third baseman. Eighth is Patrick Dillon, first baseman. And ninth is Harold Abreu, the right fielder. Ryan Walsh with Mark Forak. Good evening on Wednesday, August 14th of 2013 for the 2013 Cal Ripken World Series hosted by the city of Hammond and the Hammond Optimus Sports Group, and they've done a phenomenal job, Mark.
The parks look... Sorry about that, Ryan. The parks look beautiful. The department responsible for it here in Hammond and the mayor should be very proud of the job they've done. The park looks outstanding. Hammond is representing themselves quite well.
Yes, they are.
Not just on the field, but off the field also.
Yes. Pitching is Richie Vidal for Honolulu. Catching is Jordan Botello. First baseman is Dante Park. Second is Makana Murashige. Shortstop, Aaron Tom. Third baseman, Shia Matsushita. Left fielder is Caleb Sherman. Center fielder is Sakadani. And right fielder, Trey DuPont. Vidal ready on the mound, and Sammy De La Cruz is ready at the plate. First pitch taken for a ball. Sun's still shining here. Seats are available if you're in the Hammond area. Come on out. I know it's going to be a packed house later on when Crown Point plays against Grand Forks, North Dakota. They packed the house really well.
Vidal just showed a curveball there, Ryan, and
here's a grounder going to be scooped up by Aaron Tom. Throw to first, and I've said a couple times in this tournament already, Aaron Tom has got to vote for me on the all-defensive team. He is outstanding at shortstop.
He was almost directly behind second base on that play when he made it. That's tremendous range by a 12-year-old young man, isn't it?
11-year-old. Everybody on the Honolulu team is 11 years old.
tremendous range. He was behind second base to make that play. Just terrific.
Timeout called by Jordan Motello, the catcher for Honolulu. Gonna tie his shoes and get some of his gear strapped on his left leg. 1 out for Kingsbridge, New York. Waiting patiently is Jamal Betances, the shortstop for Kingsbridge, New York, wearing home white jerseys, baby blue numbers and letters in the front, and navy blue letters in the back, and navy blue letters or numbers on the back. So a little bit of a confusing thing right there.
A little bit. Nice of the coach to help him out there with his shoelace and his equipment, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And for Honolulu, they have navy blue jerseys, red numbers and letters, white pants, red letters and numbers on the back and the front. So back on the mound is Richie Vidal for Jamal Betances. Check swing, it's a strike. Umpire calls it a swing. So an 0-1 count to Jamal Betances. On deck is George Valera for Kingsbridge, New York. Vidal comes back with a ball hit to right field, going back and missing the ball in right field is Trey DuPont. Going to be a stand-up double. So 1 out and a runner on second base for Kingsbridge, New York.
That was the first fastball that Vidal had shown him. He had thrown off speed up to that point, and it looked like he was ready to tee off on that fastball, Ryan. He hit it about as close to the fence as you could, huh?
Yeah, only a couple feet away from a home run. At the plate, George Valera, left-handed hitting. As the runner on first was 1 out. Vidal comes back with a off-speed pitch, grounded to first. Dante Park picks it up, runs to the bag. That advances the runner to third, so Kingsbridge, New York, a runner on third with 2 outs.
Cleanup hitter.
And the pitcher.
And the pitcher.
That shows that manager Alan Dillon has a lot of confidence in the pitcher to put him at the cleanup spot. Righty versus righty matchup. Richie Vidal trying to get out of this jam.
Good-sized young man. Looks like he could hit the ball for power.
Waves that one there for a strike. 0-1 count.
Another off-speed pitch, Ryan.
Hey, Mike Vlasic in the house.
The optimist. The Hammond optimist.
Yes, he is. They call him Pickles.
Wonder why.
Maybe Vlasic?
Wow. Here's a novel idea for you. Classic pickle.
1-1 count. Good brand. 1-1 count. Here's a fastball. Good stop by the catcher, Jordan Motello, keeping it in front of him.
I believe those were my wife's favorite pickles while she was pregnant. Classic pickles.
What other brands are there? I can't name another brand that makes pickles other than Vlasic, and maybe a store brand.
Yeah. Another off-speed pitch there, Ryan.
Out in front.
Out in front.
So we saw Delgado in the top of the first, those some off-speed pitches to the Honolulu Saints, and to the Kingsbridge Knights. Richie Vidal is throwing some off-speed tosses. Timeout called by the umpire. Delgado will back out of batter's box. With the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bottom of the first, no score. Strike 3. Delgado faces one in the dirt. 1 stranded for Kingsbridge. First strikeout of the night for Richie Vidal. We are through the first inning with the score being Kingsbridge, New York 0 and Honolulu, Hawaii 0. Back in 1 minute with the top of the second on WJOB 1230.
The Times Media Company is your source for local news coverage. Staying up to date on community news isn't hard with our variety of print, mobile, and online platforms. Subscribe to The Times, surf NWI.com, or download our mobile app today. The Northwest Indiana Times, news you need any way you want. Vito's Pharmacy has been serving Northwest Indiana for the last 24 years. In addition to our low-cost $4 generics, Vito specializes in compounding medications, durable medical equipment, and herbal supplements. Our medical equipment department can provide and bill your insurance for breast pumps, nebulizers, oxygen, walkers, wheelchairs, lift chairs, scooters, hospital beds, athletic braces, and more. Vito's Pharmacy is a true one-stop shop. Shop at one of our 3 locations: Hessville, 845-2900, Highland, 972-1700, and North Hammond, 937-1600. Vito's Pharmacy. Bust it.
Welcome back to Hammond Optimus Sports Complex in Hammond, Indiana. 1245 North River Drive in Hammond, Indiana. Ryan Walsh and Mark Forright for Kingsbridge, New York, and Honolulu, Hawaii. First game of a doubleheader tonight on WJOB. Coming up at about 8 o'clock, we'll have Crown Point, Indiana, and Grand Forks, North Dakota. Will be a fun one. Both teams are heavy hitters. Makana Mirashigi, second baseman for Honolulu, will come into the batter's box, face off against Alfredo Delgado.
Both teams left runners in scoring position in the first inning, Ryan.
Means I do that.
That'll drive a coach crazy, won't it?
You're a coach. How do you feel?
Drives me crazy.
First pitch, Delgado spikes it into the dirt. Ball 1. I think he got a little nervous with Doyle Godbolt and Tim Bell coming out with the radar gun. Couple heaters last night reached 70 miles per hour on the radar gun of Tim Bell. 1-1 count if Mirashigi swings through an inside pitch.
He also has that armor on the left arm, and he seems to actually be leaning out a bit over the plate, challenging the pitcher to come in on him.
Here's one popped up just behind the mound, grabbed by Alfredo Delgado, the pitcher, calls off his shortstop, Small Matanzas, and if you're a baseball guru, think of Craig Biggio from the Houston Astros with that big arm gear.
Craig Biggio.
Good player for the Astros. Second baseman.
Terrific.
Never won a series, though. Richie Vidal at the plate. First pitch, ball 1. The Killer Bees in the early 2000s. Lance Berkman, Craig Biggio, and Jeff Bagwell.
Very good, Ryan.
Denied by the Chicago White Sox.
Who was their star pitcher in those years?
You know what? Their star pitcher,
big left-hander?
It'd be
Randy Johnson.
Randy
Did he pitch for him for a little while?
He pitched for the Astros a little bit. I was also thinking Andy Pettit went down there later in his career.
A little bit later.
And also Roger Clemens was a righty, though. Here's a fly ball out to the left side in foul territory. It's going to hop foul, and it's a 1-2 count to Richie Vidal. Again, I want to say thanks to Paul Mulaney from the NWI Times for helping us out. He gave us pronunciations for every team. And so far, through over 15 games, no complaints yet. Here's a grounder to second, picking up is Sammy De La Cruz. So it's the first out is Richie Vidal. Brock Adani comes to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on base for Honolulu. Alfredo Delgado, the righty, high leg kick. Throws a fastball by Brock Adani. I'm very impressed with how many Honolulu fans came. Got to feel like winter to them, being it's only about 60 degrees tonight at the first pitch.
You know, Ryan, I don't know how often people in Hawaii get an opportunity to come to such a nice place as Hammond in the Midwest. So I got to believe that this was a huge bonus for them to be able to come to Hammond, Indiana for this tournament.
The heartland of America, Indiana. 20 minutes outside of Chicago, Illinois. The second city of America. 1-2 count. Delgado tried extending the strike zone. Does not work. 2-2 count. Two's a wild on top of the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the second. Pitch from Delgado, check swing. Appeal to first, and
oh my!
Late appeal is won by Kingsbridge, New York. So down on the check swing is Bracadani.
I have to tell you, I sure don't agree with that one. He barely turned on it.
As retires the side, a 1-2-3 inning for Alfredo Delgado of Kingsbridge, New York on the mound. We are through an inning and a half. No score between Kingsbridge, New York, and Honolulu, Hawaii. Back in 1 minute with the bottom of the second on WJOB.
Courtyard by Marriott Hammond, where 8094 meets Kennedy Avenue, located next to Cracker Barrel, is the host hotel to Babe Ruth Cal Ripken. Their new bistro, Eat, Drink, Connect, offers breakfast and dinner daily, along with a full bar and 24-hour Starbucks. When searching for that ideal location for your next meeting, up to 80 people, contact their sales team at 219-228-3064. Make it a new day at Courtyard by Marriott.
MJ Polish Deli in Hammond has everything for your summer barbecue. Fresh and smoked sausages, sauerkraut, potato salads, kolaczki, and of course, pierogi and stuffed cabbage. Live out of the region? Don't worry. Place your order online at mjpolishdeli.com. Stop by NJ Polish at 7112 Calumet Avenue or call 937-6007. For food like Grandma used to make, visit MJ Polish in Hammond, Indiana.
Richie Vidal from Honolulu back out on the mound for bottom of the second. Leading off will be Gabriel Zambrano, the catcher of Kingsbridge, New York. He'll be followed by Harry Segura Vargas. And in the hole is Arubio Candelario. Sun still shining in the beautiful Hammond, Indiana. Here on WJOB 1230. Wednesday night, August 14th of 2013. Ryan Walsh and Mark Forey. First pitch, off speed, taken for a strike by Zambrana.
You know, if you special ordered weather for a game tonight, I don't think it would have been as good as it turned out.
Here's a fly ball out to right center. Someone's going to get in the gap, going back to the wall, or the center fielder and right fielders. And it's going to be a sliding triple for Gabriel Zambrana. Actually, might have hurt himself on the slide. Unnecessary slide. The throw was well late, but he's there at third with a leadoff triple for Kingsbridge, New York.
He was going to make him throw him out. He didn't even hesitate round in second. And he was going to force them to make a perfect throw to get him out of third. Showed some speed there on the base pass for a catcher.
Wheels like the young Mark Forey.
Oh, gosh, no. I was well known for dragging a piano behind me.
Knuckle dragger.
Knuckle dragger, yeah.
Harry Segura Vargas, center fielder. First pitch, inside pitch, called strike.
He gets ahead on the count, doesn't he?
Yeah, Richie Vidal ahead. What you wanted to do as a pitcher. Ryan Jennings listening. Reference Billy Wagner, lefty. Here's a high fly ball to left field, going back, and this one's off the wall, picking up on the bounces. Caleb Sherman, RBI double for Harry Segura Vargas, and Kingsbridge, New York strikes first in the bottom of the second inning.
Ryan, it looks like the Knights have brought their bats with them tonight. Everything that they're hitting is going to the wall.
Ball's flying out, and the wind's still blowing out. Blowing from right to left. North wind. 2 balls into the Little Calumet River across the street. A local resident and WJOB listener, Mad Mac, confirms it.
Did he get those balls?
Neither one.
Neither one.
A little short. A little short.
That's what I heard about him.
Big heart, though. He's a good guy. Helps out WJOB.
Right.
Frequents our sponsors and helps out our good friends at the Haven House every year.
Fine individual.
1 ball and no strikes. One 0 count. Make it a 1-1 count. Inside strike, and right now we're seeing what's the strike, what's not a strike, and that inside pitch is being called a strike tonight. To Rubio Candelario, third baseman for Kingsbridge, New York. He crowds the plate, doesn't he? Here's one in the dirt. Pitch stopped by Jordan Botello. Two and 1 count from Richie Vidal. The pitcher rears back, gets a little extra mustard on that one. Swing and a miss by Candelario.
Nice pitch.
I know you're going to get a hot dog later on, but I don't think there's any mustard left. Vidal got it all. 2 and 2 count. Here's one hit to shallow center. It's going to drop in front of the center fielder. Bracadani being sent home is Daguerre Vargas. 2-0 on the RBI single by Rubio Candelario.
3 consecutive hits, all to the outfield, and 4 hits in the last 5 batters. They are seeing the ball well tonight. Would you say, Ryan?
Yes. Yes, they're getting a good jump on pitches from Richie Vidal, mainly on the mound for Honolulu, Hawaii. Their manager, Gerald Oda, and coaches are Keith Oda and Willis Cato.
You have to imagine that in a single elimination tournament that each team is going with their number 1 pitcher. Would you think so?
Yes, I think that they would be putting their pitcher out and maybe not going the whole game, just starting the game tonight in case they win tonight and get on to the semifinals, and then maybe get to the final on Friday night and let that pitcher go the whole game.
But you have to get through tonight.
That's right. Patrick Dillon, first baseman for Kingsbridge, New York. He is the honorary Dominican player on the team. Earlier this week, Mike Zajac talked to manager Ellen Dillon. Mike Zajac did from WJOB, did a couple of the games, and said that Dillon is only non-Dominican on the roster.
The remainder of the roster is fully Dominican.
0-1 count. Make it a 0-2 count as Dillon fouled it off. That's what Coach Manager Dillon told Mike Zajac.
Well, they're well represented then, the Republic.
Runner on first, nobody out. 2 runs in for Kingsbridge in the bottom second. Here's a jam shot to third. Picked up by the third baseman, throw to first. High throw, great glove at first by Dante Park for the first out. Advancing to second is Rubio Candelario. At the plate will be Harley Obreu for Kingsbridge as a runner in scoring position.
First baseman with that play kept the runner on second and prevented him from rounding and going to third with that play. So nice job by Honolulu on that play.
Right versus righty matchup. Here's one hit softly to third. Coming in is Shia Matsushita. Was going to go to third to get Candelario, but he was a little bit hesitant, and nobody is out.
Just caught him. He hesitated for just a second. The shortstop was not in position to make the play. The runner had a good jump on that ball and probably should have taken the out at first. He fielded very cleanly, and you could have been sitting here with 2 outs, runner on third, and unfortunately they're 1 out and runners on first and third.
Timmy De La Cruz, leadoff hitter for Kingsbridge, New York. Big opportunity here. First and third with just 1 out and already 2 runs home for Kingsbridge. One 0 count. Make it a 1-1 count.
a nice off-speed pitch. I don't know if I'd be throwing any more fastballs to the Knights. They seem to be honed in on them.
Even count. The windup. And here's a strike going to second. Double steal. Great play by the pitcher. He picked the throw off. Tagged out at home is Candelario. That pitcher's going to second base, but the pitcher got in the way. Richie Vidal. How about that? That wasn't intended for Vidal.
I believe that it actually was. They just did a really good job, Ryan, of faking them out on that play. He went down as if he was going to allow the throw to go to second, put his mitt up, grabbed it, caught the runner on third base, off the base, and they handled that run down just perfectly. Great defense by Hawaii.
Richie Vidal making that great catch, and catcher Jordan Mattel
showed an arm, was right on the play, and held onto the ball to make a good clean tag at the plate. Just terrific baseball.
So 2 outs, a 2-1 count now to Timmy De La Cruz has a runner on second after that pick out on Candelario. De La Cruz swings that one inside. He thought he was struck out. He went back to the dugout.
He sure did.
It's a 2-2 count to Timmy De La Cruz now.
That was a gutsy call on the Knights running that. Oh, look at that. They did bring him up, huh? For the third out?
Yeah, that's the third out. That was only strike 2. Honolulu gets a break right there, and
not quite sure how that happened, Ryan, but maybe we'll find out and talk about it after the break.
Yep, so Timmy De La Cruz strikes out to retire the side. Inning number 2 is complete. 2-0. Kingsbridge, New York leads Honolulu, Hawaii. Back in 1 minute with the top of the third on WJOB.
Region Pools is proud to be a partner in bringing you the 2013 Cal Ripken World Series right here in Hammond, Indiana. Region Pools has been servicing swimming pools in Northwest Indiana since 1999. Take a break this fall and let Region Pools do the work for you. With closing starting at $150, it's an affordable way to ensure your equipment is protected and your pool will be ready next spring. Give us a call at 219-852-0809 for more information and schedule your appointment today. Region Pools.
Lisa, did you hear the awesome news?
What news?
North Township Dial-A-Ride is expanding its services. More vehicles, longer hours, and Lake County destinations that are outside the township.
That is really exciting. How can I get more information?
Give them a call, 932-2530, then follow the prompts and push number 4.
North Township Dial-A-Ride, how may I help you?
Dial-A-Ride services and this message, sponsored by Frank J. Mervan, North Township Trust.
Top of the third inning on WJLB. Ryan Walsh and Mark Boyd for Kingsbridge, New York, and Honolulu, Hawaii. Winner goes on to the semifinals of the 2013 Cal Ripken World Series hosted by the City of Hammond and the Hammond Optimist Sports Group. Back out on the mound is Alfredo Delgado for New York. At the plate is Caleb Sherman, the left fielder for Honolulu, Hawaii. The Saints is looking for base runners. Never too early to start thinking about those runs to get them back. First 2 pitches are out of the zone, 2-0 count. Alfredo Delgado comes back with a low fastball, 3-0 count.
Should get a nice pitch here. I'll tell you what, Honolulu really helped themselves in that last inning with some good defense.
There's a strike, 3-1 count. On deck is Shia Matsushita for Honolulu. Wind still blowing out from right field to left field. Check swing. That pitch is low for ball 4. Appeal on the check swing. Nope. It's a walk. So the tying run at the plate in Shia Matsushita of Honolulu, Hawaii.
Sherman did a nice job. He ran right down to first base. Didn't really even give the umpire an opportunity to call him out. I think he was helping the ump with the call there. Good, sound baseball on the part of Honolulu.
Alfredo Delgado winds up. A bunt attempt taken back. Go back to first. Back in time is Caleb Sherman. Close play.
Very close.
John Burbridge of the Times thought he was out. Very close play. Could have gone either way. But they always say tie goes to the runner. That's the rule in baseball.
I think he snuck his leg in underneath there, underneath the tag.
Do you agree with that rule? Tie goes to the runner. Do you think it happens? Here's a bunt attempt fouled down the first base side.
No. I think it's supposed to work that way.
But does it?
Yeah, more times than not, I would think so. In softball, it seems to. But umpires are human. They do their best.
Yes. 1-1 count. Here's one hammered out of play down the first base side. Up into the netting. Great job by the Optimist getting this netting. Got to say one thing, though. It's a little tough on us looking down the right field line. But keeping the fans safe is the number one priority, not the broadcasters. Here's another throw back to first.
Ooh.
This one gets away to the right fielder, but staying at first is Caleb Sherman, and that's a called third strike, and down looking is Shia Matsushita.
Catcher Zimbrana is not afraid to show off his arm, that being the second time he threw down to first. Keep Caleb honest, and the right fielder was positioned perfectly to back up that throw.
1 out, runner on first in the top of the third for Honolulu. And they got a man caught no man's land again, and back in time is Sherman. That's 4 strikeouts for Alfredo Delgado. That pitcher is the ball. The catcher, the tying run at the plate for Honolulu, Hawaii. Here's another one outside of the zone, and really towing the line out there is Caleb Sherman. That's, 4 throws back to first. Safe barely on that one.
Looks like the coach and Jordan have some of their signs taped onto their wrist there.
2-0 count. Swings through a fastball. 2-1 count.
Looked like ball 3 that he chased.
Tim Bell's got the radar gun out now. We'll be writing some notes to us here shortly. 3-1 to Botello. Delgado will step off the mound for a quick moment. Rubs the hat on the forehead.
Jordan should be waiting on a good pitch here.
Ooh, does not. Takes one out of the zone, a little bit high. Full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Jordan Botello of Honolulu, Hawaii, the tying run at the plate.
Be interesting to see if the Saints get aggressive on the base path here.
The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed by Botello. Went from 3-1 to striking out. Strikeout number 5 for Alfredo Delgado. Back to the top of the lineup for Honolulu, Hawaii. Aaron Tom, the shortstop. Trying to extend the inning for Honolulu.
Delgado has shown terrific resolve, getting behind on the count on a few batters and working his way through it.
Here's one in the dirt. Gets to the backstop, going to second is Caleb Sherman.
Well, at least Caleb won't have to worry about that quick throw down to first base anymore.
Wild pitch is whirling. Aaron Tom 0 for 1, struck out looking in the first. 2-0 count. The fastball is upstairs. Two outs and runner on second for Honolulu. Good job by Gabriel Zambrano keeping that one in front of him. That one would have allowed the runner to go to third base.
3-0 count here. I'm going to guess that he's not swinging.
3-0 count. There's ball 4.
Good discipline at the plate. The Saints are showing. They're making Delgado work and just do 4 balls in a row. Tying runs on first base, and
timeout called is the 2 runners on the base pass go to the third base area to talk with their coach. That's Keith Oda, coach.
good opportunity for Marquith to tie up this game or at least make it a run closer.
He is the extra hitter for Honolulu, Hawaii up there for one thing tonight, and that's a hit. Counted out in his first plate appearance. Caleb Marquith did. 2-0, Kingsbridge, New York. Honolulu at the plate. First pitch. Double steal and picked off at third is Caleb Sherman. So that's what the meeting was for at third base.
And unfortunately for the Saints, it was not a good one. They had him by about 5-6 feet.
An old country mile.
An old country mile, perhaps.
That retires aside on the pickoff at third base. 2.5 innings in the book. It is 2-0, Kingsbridge, New York over Honolulu, Hawaii. Back in 1 minute with the bottom of the third on WJOB 1230.
Quick, think of a major baseball team whose players love the game, never go on strike, and exhibit pure, unbridled passion on the field. That's probably hard to do unless you're talking Little League. And some of the best 12-year-old game-loving, non-striking, passionate players in the country are coming to Hammond, Indiana, August 9th through 16th for the Cal Ripken 12U World Series. And Aurelio's Pizza will be there as the official pizza.
The town of Griffith is excited to present the Rock and Rail Music and Street Festival, August 30th through September 1st. 32 hours of music in 3 days. The hours are Friday 4 p.m. till midnight, Saturday 11 a.m. till midnight, and Sunday 1 p.m. till midnight. Located in downtown Griffith on Broad Street, this festival has something for everyone. Live music and beer garden, delicious food vendors, arts and crafts, 5K run on Saturday, kids fun zone, and a car show on Friday night from 5 to 9 p.m. Don't miss Griffith's 5th annual Rock and Rail Music and Street Festival this Labor Day weekend.
Bottom of the third inning on WJOB 1230 between Kingsbridge, New York and Honolulu, Hawaii. Kingsbridge up 2 runs and getting out of a big jam with 2 outs and runners on first and second. A double steal attempt was thwarted by the strong throw of the catcher, Gabriel Zambrana. Jamal Batances will lead off for Kingsbridge in the bottom of the third. Ryan Walsh here, joined by Mark Forright. Back on the mound is Richie Vidal. First pitch, fastball thrown inside. Ball 1. I see a fan here wearing some Texas A&M gear. Johnny Manziel, will he play or no?
Who knows? Probably. They seem to always find a way to get back out there on the field.
Heisman Trophy winner. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's a foul ball to the backstop by Jamal Batances.
You gotta like the Saints' aggressiveness last inning, trying to make something happen. But it sure seemed like Kingsbridge were ready for that play.
Here's a jammer, bobbled by the third baseman, Shia Matsushita. Looked like it was going to go right to Aaron Town, the shortstop. Tough play for Shia Matsushita. Can be tagged with an error on that play. And Jamal Batances is on first. Coming up will be George Valera, left-handed hitter. Time called by Valera as Vidal was waiting for the call from his catcher, Botello, on the pitch. ready. Pitch is low for ball one.
The Knights are not waiting around for walks, Ryan. They are aggressive at the plate, and they're swinging, and they just seem to be able to get on base. They're doing a good job at the plate.
Now Valera will step out again. He's not sure of himself right here. As a runner on first. Two and 0 count. You smell that? I smell fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
Good stuff.
Love it. Where's your favorite place for fried chicken, right?
Good question. A couple places make some good fried chicken, but off the top of that, I like Kentucky Fried Chicken. How about you?
I'm a fan of Harold's Chicken up in this city. They do a real nice job with the bird.
3-0 count. 4 pitches, 4 balls, and George Valera has reached via a walk. So the first 2 hitters reach base for Kingsbridge, New York, in the bottom of the 3rd inning. My guess is that Strack and Van Tills that are here, they're here with the little tent down there. They're probably making the fried chicken tonight. They've had beef sandwiches a couple nights, and they've been good.
Wednesday night is fried chicken night at Strack's, I believe, isn't it?
I'll be honest, I don't go to the grocery store very often.
Yeah, they do a great job with the bird. We have it for parties. They do a terrific job with that fried chicken.
Alfredo Delgado behind 0-1. High fastball for ball one from Richie Vidal.
Richie Vidal did not look like he wanted to throw anything even close to the plate to the last batter.
1-1 count. And here's an off-speed pitch. Breaking ball. Chased by Delgado. 1-2 count. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah. I don't think he wanted Valera to tee off on one there.
Nobody out. Runners on first and second for Kingsbridge, New York, looking to extend this lead. Ball in the dirt. Great stop by Jordan Botello behind the plate, keeping it in front of him. Count is at 2-2 now. Here's a grounder to third. Going to be a play. Shiya Matsushita tags third ahead of the runner. Fielder's choice. Heads up play right there.
Yeah, no hesitation on that one. He knew exactly where to go and get the lead runner, and he did just what he's supposed to do. Helping his pitcher out there. Nice defense.
The catcher, Gabriel Zambrana. Right-handed hitter.
He's got to be feeling good after throwing out the runner at third base and that last inning and the threat.
And after tripling against Richie Vidal in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, he's lucky number 7 tonight, huh, Ryan?
Yes, good number.
Looks like the Knights are going to pinch run for, is that Delgado?
That's Valera coming out.
Valera coming out.
Marquez Diaz will be the pinch runner. I want to say thanks again to our producer tonight in the studio, Larry Cowman. Sounds in that he likes chicken too from Strax.
Yeah, I'm sure he could do a nice job on some yard bird.
So 1 out, and the pinch runner is ready after doing some leg stretches. Diaz at second. At the plate, wild pitch over the head of Gabriel Zambrano. And runners advance to second and third. Alfredo Delgado.
That either got away from him or he was trying to back Zambrano off the plate a little bit, but it was up high.
First baseman Dante Park comes over and gives Richie Vidal a pat on the back. Get back in there and throw a strike. Trying to keep this game in reach. Honolulu, Hawaii down 2 runs with Kingsbridge doing work here. Second and third with 1 out. Here's a foul ball hit off the equipment gear of Jordan Botello.
Cal does not want to give Gabriel Zambrana another pitch like he did at his last at bat. Otherwise, he's gonna find himself down 4-0.
Maybe 5. A lot of power from Zambrana. Here's one. Popped up to shallow center field, and Aaron Tom gets called up by the second baseman. Here's a wild throw. Great jump by Shia Matsushita at third from the throw from Makana Murashige. That was a missile.
Matsushita did a great job of bringing that ball in and preventing that run from scoring unnecessarily from third base. Terrific job over there.
At the plate will be Harry Segura Vargas with 2 outs and runners on second and third.
Marcus Diaz is wearing a pullover. A little chilly. Out on second base. Looks a little like Rick Russell out there.
Good player. First pitch inside from Richie Vidal to Segura Vargas, ball 1. Two nothing ball game. Runners at second and third for Kingsbridge, New York. Here's a pitch that comes in on Segura Vargas. Quickly ahead, 2 balls and no strikes. Had an RBI double his first plate appearance.
With first base open, don't expect him to give him anything too good.
Vargas chased one out of the zone.
Off speed. Yeah, I don't think he wants him to tee off again for another double here.
2-1 count. Richie Vidal behind. Checks the runner at third. Fires an off-speed pitch. Foul tip into the glove of Botello.
So 2-2.
One pitch away from getting out of the jam is Richie Vidal. The leg kick, the pitch. Off-speed pitch, hit down the third base line, fair. 1 run's going to score. And here comes the second one. Stand-up double for Harry Segura Vargas, and the lead doubles on 1 swing. 4-0, Kingsbridge, New York.
2 doubles in a row. That ball, which looked like it was going to go foul, hit the base and stayed in, and the umpire was right there 10 feet from that call. So, and there was no hesitation about where it was landing. Fortunate bounce for the Knights.
At the plate will be Rubio Candelario, third baseman, an RBI single in his first plate appearance. Here's a ball hit to center field. It's going to bounce at the warning track. Coming around third will be Segura Vargas to score, and a stand-up double for Rubio Candelario. 5-0, Kingsbridge.
Candelario gapped it right in between the center fielder and right fielder, just out of the reach of the center fielder, who seemed to have a good jump on it, but no chance at getting that ball.
No chance. Wind blown out. Went over the head of Bracadani in center field, and here comes Patrick Dillon. First baseman grounded out in his first plate appearance of the night. Here's a jam shot to the right side, caught the second baseman Makana Murashige. That ends the inning. 3 runs in for Kingsbridge, New York, and they extend the lead to 5. It's 5-0, Kingsbridge, New York over Honolulu, Hawaii at the end of third. Back in 2.5 minutes as they do some maintenance on the field here on WJOB 1230.
Giovanni's in Munster is a proud sponsor of the 2013 Cal Ripken World Series. Stop in after the game for delicious, expertly prepared pasta, veal, seafood, and steak. Giovanni's is located at 603 Ridge Road in Munster, just minutes from the Hammond Optimus Youth Sports Complex. See their ad in the program or check them out on the web, giosmunster.com.
I heard about green power from NIPSCO, where for around $2 a month, I could choose to have my electricity come from green energy sources. But I'm a skeptic, so I've strapped myself to one of these big windmills to see how much wind energy these things actually harness. And the story checks out. It's pretty breezy up here. No wonder it's so inexpensive. So it's okay, doubtful consumer. Visit nipsco.com/green and sign up for green power. But in the meantime, getting a little dizzy up here. Could someone get me down, please? Okay, motion sickness is setting in. Turning a little green myself. Anyone? I mean, with green power, I'm doing my part to support renewable energy, but I could use a little help up here.
NIPSCO does not support, condone, advocate, or encourage strapping yourself to windmills.
Anyone? Please?
Need a good meal, whether it be breakfast, lunch, or dinner? Then come on down to the Commander Restaurant in Munster at Ridge and Calumet. The Commander has been owned and operated by the Saronis family for the last 30 years. The wide selection of menu items includes daily specials, fresh seafood, and hand-cut meats. Daily soups are made from scratch, and it's open from 6 a.m. all the way till midnight. Catering is also available, so call Danny or Bobby at 219-836-4009. The Commander Restaurant, Ridge and Calumet in Munster.
At Smith Chevrolet, we aren't satisfied until you find the Chevy vehicle you're searching for. Serving Hammond as well as the surrounding Chicagoland area, we offer a full inventory of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs at competitive, no-haggle pricing. Also available is the full-service repair and body shop. So if you're looking for that new or used Chevy vehicle, stop by at 6405 Indianapolis Boulevard in Hammond. Call 219-845-4000 or go to smithchevyusa.com.
Southpaw, the fourth inning about to begin on WJOB 1230. Ryan Walsh and Mark Ford on Wednesday night, August 14th of 2013. A big inning for Kingsbridge, New York in the bottom of the third, plating 3 runs. And now we're going to have a pitching change for Kingsbridge, New York. It appears that Jamal Betances is going to come to the mound from short. Waiting to see who is going to be at short now, as we are still getting the scorers group to get these changes to us.
No. You know what? Delgado's still on the mound. Look at that.
Okay.
I think they changed their mind, Ryan. Delgado's still on the mound.
Yeah, Jamal Betances threw some pitches between innings, and now we're gonna stay with it.
Coach must not have liked what he saw.
That was ugly. Maybe he got distracted by the fried chicken servings.
Ryan, I got to tell you, I'll bet Richie Vidal wishes he had that 2-2 count pitch back on Harry Vargas. He had a chance to try and get him away chasing, but kept it too close to the plate and
threw the fastball.
They've been teeing off on his fastball, and it became a 3-run mistake on that one.
First pitch swinging is Caleb Markwitz, grounds it to short, out on the throw from Jamal Betances. So 1 pitch and 1 out. Good start for Kingsbridge, New York. At the plate will be first baseman Dante Park for Honolulu, Hawaii. I want to welcome all the listeners from Honolulu, Hawaii, and from the Kingsbridge, New York area, the Bronx. I know the Bronx are having a good time tonight. And back home, the Yankees are up big. Just received confirmation that Alfonso Soriano had a grand slam. It's been a big pickup for the Yankees.
Yeah. I think that's okay with the Cubs right now. I think they wish Alfonso well. Mahalo and buenos tardes to our listeners today. Mahalo and buenos tardes.
Dante Park. Late on that fastball is Park. He's behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody on base for Honolulu in the top of the 4th inning. Here's a foul tip to the back screen. Got a piece of one that was out of the zone.
Well, they're swinging at more pitches now. I hope there's not any sense of desperation, being down by 5 in the top of the fourth.
And here is Park chasing one out of the zone for strike 3. 6-inning games in the 2013 Cal Ripken World Series, unless the game is tied up, and we'll go with extras. No extra inning games yet in the tournament.
Close last night. Great game last night at 8-7. Thriller.
Grand Forks, North Dakota over Alabama. That's got Grand Forks, North Dakota matchup with Crown Point. And here comes Trey DuPont. 6 strikeouts for Alfredo Delgado on the mound. Outfielders playing deep for DuPont. 1-1 count.
Delgado set Dante Park up with that pitch right before the strikeout pitch, because he got him to chase one that was almost a good foot off the plate.
Here's a called strike. Knee buckler. Count is at 1 ball and 2 strikes now with 2 outs. Honolulu, Hawaii, just trying to string some hits together and get some runs. This one bounces to Gabriel Zambrana. I think it caught him off guard as it hit his face gear, fighting the sun.
I think they're going to have to figure Delgado out. They may only have, this might be the last inning they have to do it, but they're going to have to figure him out if they plan on getting back in this game.
There's a foul ball. DuPont hits one off of his foot. That's going to hurt in the morning. DuPont still alive, 2-2 count with 2 outs. Fans on, a breaking ball down for the 7th strikeout of the night for Alfredo Delgado through 3.5. It's 5-0 Kingsbridge, New York over Honolulu, Hawaii on WGLB 1230. Back in a minute on the Sports Voice of the Region.
The Times Media Company is your source for local news coverage. Staying up to date on community news isn't hard with our variety of print, mobile, and online platforms. Subscribe to The Times, surf NWI.com, or download our mobile app today. The Northwest Indiana Times, news you need any way you want.
Railcats Baseball is back. This season's schedule is full of awesome giveaways, thrilling entertainment acts, and special themes. Tickets are only $5 to $10 and parking is always free. Save money with Railcats weekly specials. Kids eat free on Mondays, 2 for Tuesdays, $1 Wednesdays, Thirsty Thursdays, Firework Fridays, Souvenir Saturdays, and the Times Family Sundays. Group discounts are available for tickets, party decks, suites, picnics, and more. Railcats Baseball, fun, affordable, family entertainment. Get your tickets at railcatsbaseball.com or call 219-882-2255. Railcats Baseball, entertaining the region.
Bottom of the 4th on WGLB 1230. Going to have a pitching change for Honolulu, Hawaii. Mark Ford has that pitching change.
Shane McCarthy, number 11, is on the mound warming up for the Honolulu Saints. He's going to try and mix it up a little bit for him and keep the Knights off kilter. Unfortunately, Richie Vidal did not have a lot of luck with that. The Knights have brought their bats, and they are showing them off big time tonight.
So Richie Vidal done on the mound. Through 3 innings, he gave 5 runs, and he's going to be replaced by Caleb Sherman. And in right field, Tanner Wan is going to replace Trey DuPont. Thanks to Jason Swart for helping us out with that.
Where's Caleb Sherman going?
Oh, I'm sorry, Shane McCarthy. I misspoke. Right next to each other. I saw the Shane and I saw the Sherman. It's going to be Shane McCarthy coming to the mound.
Ooh, that's the first time you've ever done that.
No. Thank you. Needs that shot of confidence on the air. The righty will be out on the mound. So Coach Oda will keep it righty on the mound, waiting to see who will come out of the batter's box for Kingsbridge, New York. It's going to be Harley Abreu. Fielder's choice. And his first plate appearance. And was stranded at second in the second inning. Ryan Walsh here and Mark Foray. August 14th of 2013. Kingsbridge, New York, up 5 runs over Honolulu, Hawaii. First pitch is a ball from Shane McCarthy. Here's a strike.
Nice little off-speed pitch there, right over the plate.
Here is ball 2. Sun's still shining here. If you're in the Hammond area, come on out to the ballpark. Seats available. It's going to be a fun one coming up at 8 o'clock. Crown Point, Indiana, and Grand Forks, North Dakota. Count is even. Here's a foul tip into the glove.
I have to believe that the Crown Point fans are going to be filling the stands and the bleacher seats here tonight, and they will, in their support of their team.
Down looking is Abreu as McCarthy gets the outer part of the plate. That last foul tip was dropped by the catcher, so Botello
got him on the next one.
Yes. Here's a ball to the backstop, but it was swung on and missed by Jamie De La Cruz. Here's the ball hit to the right side to Makana Mirashiki at second. Throws to first. Out is Jamie De La Cruz. At the plate, the shortstop, Jamal Batances, a double and reached on in air. With 2 outs and nobody on base for Kingsbridge, New York. Here's a grounder right back to the pitcher. McCarthy steals his mound and throws out Batances at first.
Can't get much better than that. Shane McCarthy comes in and retires the big hitting Knights 1, 2, 3. You almost have to wonder if he was brought in an inning too late.
That ends the 4th inning with the score: Kingsbridge, New York 5, Honolulu, Hawaii 0 on WJOB 1230. Back in 1 minute with 5th inning action.
Courtyard by Marriott Hammond, where 8094 meets Kennedy Avenue, located next to Cracker Barrel, is the host hotel to Babe Ruth Cal Ripken. Their new bistro, Eat, Drink, Connect, offers breakfast and dinner daily, along with a full bar and 24-hour Starbucks. When searching for that ideal location for your next meeting, up to 80 people, contact their sales team at 219-228-3064. Make it a new day at Courtyard by Marriott.
Recently, there's been a major push to buy local, and we couldn't agree more. Hi, I'm Taylor Micka from Micka Cabinets. Whether it's a single cabinet replacement to a full kitchen remodel, Micka Cabinets is there with your needs. So why pay more at a big box store? Micka Cabinets can provide you with better quality and price with the best experience. Celebrating 20 years, Micka Cabinets promotes buying local, our community, and the best service. We're open Monday through Friday and by appointment on evenings and weekends. So stop by our showroom at 8328 Kennedy Avenue in Highland or call us at 219-838-5450.
So you had better do as you were told. You better listen to radio.
We are ready for the 5th inning on WJLB 1230. Ryan Walsh and Mark Forsythe, Kingsbridge, New York, up 5-0 over Honolulu, Hawaii on Wednesday night, August 14th of 2013. A cool night in Hammond, Indiana, the heartland of America. Back on the mound is Alfredo Delgado. And at the plate is second baseman Makana Mirashigi.
Delgado again, starting off with the ball, not even close to the plate, but man, he has battled his way back through the whole lineup.
Here's a high bunt fouled behind home plate for a strike. 1-1 count.
Tim Brown is a bit upset with himself. He didn't catch the ball coming off that bat and went in the opposite direction of the ball. He's laughing a little bit at himself right now. He's done a terrific job behind the plate.
Fantastic. Gabriel Zambrana. I want to apologize. I made a mistake last inning. We had Justin Swart give us some updates on some changes. His brother is Jason. So I want to get everybody's name right that's helping us out. We cannot do this broadcast by ourselves. We're getting all kinds of help from the press box. 2-1 count to Makana Mirashigi.
Boy, Delgado threw what looked like a perfect strike on the last pitch, and it didn't get called up. And this one was slightly off the plate. Looks like a bit of a makeup strike there, with 2-2 count.
That's something that Ted Valentine would do, a makeup call. Long-time college basketball referee. Full count, 3-2.
Nice man, Mr. Valentine.
Yes, very nice. Good friend of yours.
If he's listening tonight, I'd like to say hello to the whole Valentine family.
Payoff pitch from Delgado. Check swing. Appeal to first. No swing. So Makana Mirashigi.
You can run on down to first base, number 7. There you go.
Makana Mirashigi, the Roadrunner. They're playing your song again.
They sure are. I'll tell you what. Saints need to string along a few here and get back up on the board. Make a game of this.
A grand slam and a solo shot, and they're right back in it. Richie Vidal at the plate.
I think they'll take it one bat at a time, Ryan.
Here's a pitch over the heart of the plate for a strike. Strike 1.
Now that time Delgado starts off with a strike. Maybe that walk woke him up a little bit there. Nice discipline at the plate. Thanks for showing there.
Here's a pitch outside for a ball. Another good take by Richie Vidal.
Stays in the game. 1-1 count.
Here's a pitch that gets away from the catcher. Going to second, standing up is Makana Mirashigi.
You gotta wonder if Delgado's getting a little bit fatigued. He bounced that one in a couple feet in front of the plate. And that other pitch that he threw was way off the plate. Catcher didn't even have a chance at it. He's behind 2-1, Ryan. See if the Saints can take advantage of it.
Here's a fastball down the middle for a called strike. As a coach, when you have a pitcher on the mound, you have a big lead. What do you say to them to keep their focus?
Keep throwing strikes. Keep throwing strikes. Looks like, he hasn't, the Saints really haven't been able to hit him very well tonight.
Where that one missed, but that's ball 3.
A little higher, just a bit. But, you got your defense. You got a nice team here. Keep throwing strikes.
The payoff pitch to come from Delgado. Popped up to short. João Tances fights the sun, makes the catch for the first out. Harmless can of corn.
Let's see if Shane McCarthy, the new pitcher, can get something started for the Saints and get this run around from second. His first time batting tonight.
Yes, we'll pitch. hit for Rockadani. Alfredo Delgado keeps on grabbing his hand. Maybe he has a blister. Good friend of the station, Jim Sweeney's in the house. Right now they're checking out Alfredo Delgado, see if he stays in the game or not. Looks like he will momentarily. So runner on second, 1 out in the top of inning 5 for Honolulu, Hawaii, down 5 runs.
See if the coach told him what you said and just to throw strikes.
Delgado, first pitch,
Strike.
fouled.
He threw a fastball right down the middle of the plate.
Nice to see more El Dorado, Arkansas fans filing into the ballpark and watching some baseball tonight before they head back tomorrow morning.
You know, it would have been a nice doubleheader today. Sox game this afternoon. And
Here's
then
a foul tip.
Little League World Series tonight. Can't think of a much better day. Those folks out in Hawaii or out east, let me tell you, it is an absolutely gorgeous night here in Hammond, Indiana. Blue skies, sun setting to the west, just lovely.
0-2 count with 1 out. Runner on second. Or McCarthy hits one to the right side, shallow right center. It's going to drop. Picked up on the bounce by the right fielder. Harold Abreu. Throw to third. Safe at third is Makanamir Shigi. Single in and advance by Shane McCarthy on the throw to third. The runners at second and third for Honolulu, Hawaii.
Nice heads-up base running by McCarthy on that one on the throw to third. He went and got second base. Third baseman for the Knights tried to put a little tomfoolery play on there to try and get the kid at third base, and was unsuccessful.
Noah Nakamura will pinch hit for Caleb Sherman. With 1 out, runners on second and third, a big chance for Noah Nakamura to get these Honolulu Saints back in the ball game.
You know, Ryan, with only 1 out, single right here gets him right back in it.
First pitch swinging. Here's one popped up to short. Right in front of second base is Jamal Matanzas, and the pinch hitter unsuccessful.
Swung on a first pitch fastball and got just a hair under it. Popped it right up to the shortstop at second base. And just like that, 2 outs.
Shia Matsushita, third baseman, 0 for 1, went down looking. Here's a ball fouled out of play down the first base side.
Matsushita has got probably his biggest at bat of the Cal Ripken World Series right now.
Of his young life.
Now, maybe not his young life, but of this World Series. Single would do them a wonderful amount of good here.
Here's a jammer fouled down first base line. So Matsushita quickly behind 0-2. What amazes me is the passion for the Hawaii Island for baseball when there's no professional team there.
Yeah, they're doing something right. These kids are nice, young, sound,
healthy and happy.
Yep, fundamentally baseball players.
Delgado tried extending the zone. It's a 1-2 count. You know, and I see some El Dorado fans wearing Cubs hats, so they got to see the best ballpark in the world.
So you say.
2-2 count.
Delgado just wasted 2, trying to get Matsushita to bite, and he's showing nice discipline at the plate.
2-2 count.
Decent one here, Ryan.
2-2 count to Shia Matsushita. Here's a pop-up to shallow left center, gloved by the shortstop, Jamal Matanzas. He's been the busiest shortstop we've seen in a couple of games here, and he makes that catch to retire the side. 2 stranded for Honolulu, Hawaii. Through 4.5, it is Kingsbridge, New York 5, and Honolulu, Hawaii 0 on WJOB 1230. Back in 1 minute with more exciting baseball.
Region Pools is proud to be a partner in bringing you the 2013 Cal Ripken World Series right here in Hammond, Indiana. Region Pools has been servicing swimming pools in Northwest Indiana since 1999. Take a break this fall and let Region Pools do the work for you. With closing starting at $150, it's an affordable way to ensure your equipment is protected and your pool will be ready next spring. Give us a call at 219-852-0809 for more information and schedule your appointment today. Region Pools.
Now open, Luby's Pancake House, located at 176th and Torrance Avenue in Lansing, 1 block south of the interstate. Also open for dinner. Come dine with us. We feature a full breakfast menu, burgers, sandwiches, ribs, steaks, stir-fries, dessert, and more. Open daily from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. You can also dine at Luby's in Hammond on the corner of 165th and Columbia in Menards Plaza. Luby's is the perfect spot for the whole family.
Back on the mound is Shane McCarthy for Honolulu, Hawaii.
George Valera is going to be back up at the plate.
Good hitter for the Honolulu
Lucky
pitcher
13.
to face. George Valero 0 for 1, grounded out and walked and came around the score in his 2 plate appearances. I want to say thank you to a few people here for helping to get these broadcasts on the air for the 2013 12 and under Cal Ripken World Series. WJOB owners Jim and Alexis Vasquez-Vilo, General Manager Debbie Wargo, Director of Operations Jen Ford, I think you know her, Production Manager Rick Kubik, Sales Manager Pat Renwick, and Webmaster Gene. All 25 games on the radio on WJOB and streamed online on regionsports.com.
I'd like to give a hey out to my niece, Jeannie Dietlow, with her dad up in Madison, Wisconsin tonight. Hope they're listening. I'm sure they are.
First pitch swinging, high fly ball out to right center, over the WJOB sign in right center. Solo shot for George Valera, 6-0. Nice little plug for the WJOB banner out there, right over it.
Yeah. Buenas noches, Senor Spalding. That was gone. First pitch. Jumped right on it.
Tough start for Shane McCarthy in the bottom of the 5th inning. At the plate, Alfredo Delgado. Oh for 2, struck out and reached on an air by the shortstop.
Let's see if he tries to jump on board with the big hits here.
First pitch taken for a ball. 1-0 count. Here's one. Hits the bat, and on the backswing from Delgado, hits the bat again. That was spectacular to watch.
I'll tell you what, this is a different Kingsbridge Knights team than we saw here on Saturday night against the Optimists. They're playing with a great deal more confidence and swinging the bat, and they're putting the ball all over this park.
Either Santa's on the rooftop or the foul ball's on the rooftop. You be the judge, Mark.
That was the foul ball.
Okay. He's marked for it. I'm Ryan Walsh. Here's a high fly ball out to left field. Going back, it's going to hit off the wall. Sherman gets it back into center. Going to be play at second and just missing the tag. Great play by Alfredo Delgado getting away from the tag. Double. Standing up for Alfredo Delgado.
Looks like the coach is going to pull him for a pinch runner. Or is he just coming out to, yep. Delgado, after that line drive, he got out ahead of that off-speed pitch and drove it a line drive right over the left fielder's head.
Justin Schwartz tells us that's Argenis Betances, pinch runner. Kingsbridge, they're not stopping now. Up 6 runs, trying to keep it going.
I guess that's Jamal's brother out there, younger brother. Just a guess.
You're a good guesser. So nobody out. First pitch is low to the batter, Gabriel Zambrana, the catcher for Kingsbridge. He's 1 for 2. Hit a triple and scored a run in the second and popped out to second in his second plate appearance. He's even at 1-1.
He's had a great game. Really kind of turned things for the Saints when he gunned that runner, gets out the runner at third base on the attempted double steal.
Here's the 1-1 pitch, popped up to shallow right center. Caught in right field by Tanner Wan.
Shook off both the first baseman and the second baseman going out after that ball.
That's his ball to catch in the outfield.
Sure is.
That's his territory.
Set himself up perfectly if the runner tried to tag up and go to third on that, but Betances was much wiser.
At the plate will be Harry Segura Vargas, 3 RBIs on the night, 2 doubles, 2 for 2. As the runner on second with 1 out. Here's a jammer, gets stuck in the top of the fence behind home plate.
You have to call Jimmy Parasol to get that one down. Out of the fence.
Six to nothing ball game, bottom of the 5th. Kingsbridge, New York at the plate. Here's one missing, not by much. It's a 1-1 count now. Ones are wild, 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Here's the pitch from McCarthy. Gets Vargas to wave at 1 in the dirt. 1-2 count. Pitch from St. McCarthy. Here's one lying down the third base side, just foul. Got your 50-50 ticket ready?
Did you play the 50-50, Ryan?
No, not this time.
Can't win if you don't play, Ryan.
That's right. Meeting on the mound between Jordan Botello and Shane McCarthy.
I'll tell you, the Knights have really gotten serious after the 5-0 beating that they got from the Optimists. They might have been just what they needed to get their game focused, because they have done nothing but play and hit well here tonight.
1-2 count to Segura Vargas. McCarthy winds up, comes inside on Segura Vargas for ball 2. Sun's starting to set here, but it's still looking beautiful on the diamond. Two pitch. Here's a grounder to third. Throw across. Actually hit the runner, Segura Vargas. Advancing to second is Segura Vargas, and rounding third. Coming home to score will be Betances, and it's 7-0 on the throwing error for the third baseman, Shia Matsushita.
He looked the runner back, Betances at second, and Betances was really only a step or 2 off of second base, wasn't going anywhere, certainly wasn't going to run into an out, and just that split second was enough to make him hurry that throw, and unfortunately it was an error on the throw.
At the plate will be a Rubio Candelario. With 1 out, 2 runs in for Kingsbridge in the bottom of the the fifth. Here's a soft hit ball into left field. It's going to be dropped by the left fielder, Caleb Sherman. Does a nice job getting it back into home. No run scores. The runners at first and third. Going to call it a single. Runners on first and third.
He made a good aggressive run in to try and make the play on that ball. Actually got his glove on it, and I think it just popped out of his mitt. What do you think, Ryan?
Tough play. Tried the shoestring catch, and it did not work out. At the plate, now it's Patrick Dillon. First pitch taken for a strike, right down the middle.
Well, the last time the Knights had runners on first and third, they did the steal to second, and the Saints were ready for it. And
there's another strike to Dillon, quickly behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
Got that runner out at third base. Got him leaning off at third base. So it's interesting to see if they try that again here.
Here's a softly tapped ball to the pitching mound. Bobbled at first. Bad throw by the pitcher, E1, and it's now 8-0.
That was a slow little bouncer in between the catcher and the pitcher's mound. And McCarthy seemed to have had it. Froze up the runner on third base, but bad throw allowed the runner to come in, and doesn't get the out, and runner's still left now on first and second, Ryan.
The Honolulu Saints meeting on the mound. Everybody in from the infield to talk with their pitcher, Shane McCarthy. It could be a pinch hitter for Kingsbridge, New York. Victor De La Cruz. 3 runs in this inning, and they are up 8-0. So Victor De La Cruz waiting on Shane McCarthy. First pitch taken for a strike. Heater from McCarthy on that one.
The Saints, who are normally a terrific, sound defensive team, have had a couple small breakdowns here in the top of the 6th inning.
Here's a pass ball. Runners tag up to second and third.
Uncharacteristic like.
Yeah.
For the Saints.
Been a tough night on the diamond for Honolulu.
Yeah, not much you can do when the Knights brought the bats that they did tonight. They've been hitting everything that the Saints have been putting over the plate.
Here's a wild pitch. Runners staying where they're at. 2-1. Good sportsmanship right there by Kingsbridge, up 8 runs.
Not sending the runner.
2-1 count. De La Cruz down swinging. Back to the top of the order for Kingsbridge. It'll be Sammy De La Cruz.
Victor De La Cruz had a nice at-bat there. Worked that count and just got him being a little aggressive on that last pitch, third strike.
Bottom of the 5th inning, 8-0 Kingsbridge in front of Honolulu, Hawaii. 3 runs in this inning, runners on second and third for the Knights. From the Bronx.
Sammy, the older or the younger brother here?
Hard to tell with the helmets on and the eye black. Sammy De La Cruz swings through that pitch, off speed. No, it's been like 10 pitches or so that they've swung at on off speed, and they have not been able to hit them.
Yeah. Well, after going 1, 2, 3, I against the Knights in the 5th inning, McCarthy hasn't met with the same success here in the top of the 6th.
Here's a grounder gobbled up by the third baseman, Chia Matsushita. Throw to first. Out is Sammy De La Cruz. That ends the 5th inning with 3 runs in the bottom half for Kingsbridge, New York. Honolulu, Hawaii, down to their last 3 outs on the tournament. We'll be back in 1 minute with the score being 8-0 Kingsbridge, New York, leading Honolulu, Hawaii on WJOB.
Quick, think of a major baseball team whose players love the game, never go on strike, and exhibit pure, unbridled passion on the field. That's probably hard to do unless you're talking Little League. And some of the best 12-year-old game love and non-striking passionate players in the country are coming to Hammond, Indiana, August 9th through 16th for the Cal Ripken 12U World Series. And Aurelio's Pizza will be there as the official pizza.
Everything Italian. That's what you get at Giuseppe's restaurant in Cherville. Let's hear from Giuseppe himself.
We have a new concept in dining. It's called fast casual. Basically what it is an upper scale atmosphere, the ambiance. Upper scale food pricing is a little bit less than like a fine dining. How it works is you come in, you sit down, you look at the menu. Once you decide what you want, you go up to the front, the counter, you place your order. We bring you out all your drinks. We bring you out the food, all on fine china and silverware and glass, obviously. This is fine dining quality without the price.
Giuseppe's Everything Italian is located at 1000 Eagle Ridge Drive in Cherville, just north of the Showplace Theaters. Dine-in, carry-out, and delivery. 219-322-0011 or visit giuseppespizza.net.
Giuseppe's is now serving wine.
Take a miracle +1 for Honolulu, Hawaii, down 8 runs and down to their last 3 outs in the top of the 6th inning here in the quarterfinals of the 2013 12-under Cal Ripken World Series in the city of Hammond, Indiana. Welcome to all of our listeners from Kingsbridge, New York, and Honolulu, Hawaii. Ryan Walsh, WJOB Sports Director, joined by Mark Foray on Wednesday, August 14th of 2013. Jordan Botello is going to start the rally for Honolulu, Hawaii. Back on the mound is Alfredo Delgado for the Knights of Kingsbridge. First pitch swinging late.
Coaches of the Knights are showing tremendous confidence, letting their starting pitcher go the distance here. And
here's one to the backstop. 1-1 count. 5 innings worked for Delgado. No runs allowed.
They're going to let him finish this game out, and he's pitched brilliantly today.
Here's a foul ball to the backstop.
Even getting behind on a lot of the hitters, he has fought his way through and has definitely been the more impressive of the pitchers out here today.
The winner of this game will play South Lexington, Kentucky at 5:30 tomorrow night on WJOB. The winner of Grand Forks, North Dakota will play against Crown Point. Winner of Grand Forks, North Dakota and Crown Point will play Hammond at 8 o'clock on WJOB. 1-2 count to Jordan Botello. Fouls another one away. He's hacking and staying alive.
Gotta like it. The coaches for the Saints pulled their whole team out onto the field down on the first base line during the inning changeover and really gave them a pep talk. And they're all fired up. The whole team is on the fence cheering on their batter. Nice to see.
2-2 count. Delgado comes back with an off-speed pitch inside and gets to the backstop. 3-2 count.
Give credit to the umps tonight, Ryan. They have called a very good game.
Consistent.
That's all you can ask for. 3-2 count.
The payoff pitch to come from Alfredo Delgado. Another jam shot fouled over our heads.
That's the 5th ball that he's fouled off.
He's a hustler out there.
He is really showing his stuff at the plate. They're not going to lay down.
Down on strikes is Botello.
Delgado got him with an off speed. Off-speed pitch off the corner of the plate. Got him to chase. He was done throwing him fastballs. He'd seen too many fall off.
Aaron Tom, the leadoff hitter, 0 for 1. The strikeout looking and a walk. Alfredo Delgado looking to go the complete game with the shutout. First pitch, fastball, get me over strike. The once jovial Honolulu crowd silent right now, down 8 runs. Here's a grounder up the middle, just past the outstretched glove of Jamal Betances. Aaron Tom, a good shortstop. Quick to the bag.
The Saints can get something going here.
Caleb Markwith. That's to go back to the third inning. Top of the third. Runners on second and third. Caleb Markwith, when they're down just 2 runs. The bat was taken out of Caleb Markwith's hands. A double steal attempt, and Caleb Sherman was caught stealing.
Yeah, that one, and when Richie Vidal had that 2-2 count and gave up that double down the line, kind of blew the game open a little bit.
Markwood chased a pitch out of the zone. He's behind no balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. Runner on first for Honolulu, Hawaii, in the top of the 6th, down to their last 2 outs of the tournament. Here's a ball hit up the middle, right over second base. Aaron Tom gets to second. And at first is Caleb Markwith.
That's as many hits as they've had all night, huh? Just about.
Dante Park will come to the batter's box.
2 singles in a row, right back up the middle.
Yeah.
6th inning. Hopefully it's not too late to have figured out Alfredo Delgado.
Only the second and third hit off of Alfredo Delgado. At the plate, Dante Park. It's a high fly ball out to your right center. It's going to drop 1 run coming in. Going to be another run sent. Markwith is rounding third. Give me a play at third, and sliding in with a triple will be Dante Park, and it's 8-2.
Don't know how much longer the Kingsbridge coaches are going to leave Delgado out there. That's 3 hits in a row that the Honolulu Saints have put together, and all 3 of them have been well-hit balls. That one was a gapper between center and the right field, and there was no question he was getting to third base on that one. So nice time to let the bats get alive, but I don't think that the coaches are going to allow Delgado to stay out there for even 1 more pitch.
Kudos to manager Gerald Oda, coaches Keith Oda and Willis Cato. They rounded up Honolulu, Hawaii at the dugout before the inning, and they came out spirited in the top of the 6th, and are not going down without a fight. 2 runs in, and looks like it's going to be Jamal Betances.
Yeah, they're bringing him back out.
Jamal Betances, he didn't look too good warming up, and he was quickly yanked before even getting a chance to pitch an inning earlier tonight.
I'm not so sure that he's the pitcher yet. Are you sure he hasn't thrown a single pitch from the mound yet? Throwing from in between the mound and second base.
They just announced him on the PA.
He's got an interesting warm-up here, I'll tell you that much.
One out and a runner on third for Honolulu, Hawaii. Right on your cue, here comes Jamal Betances to deliver a couple warm-up pitches from the mound.
He only threw 1 from the mound, Ryan. Very interesting.
He's ready to go. The adrenaline rush. Ripken World Series.
I got to tell you, it's nice to see the Saints putting something together here. You can only hope for the Honolulu fans that it's not too little, too late. Ryan, I'm not sure if the fans from Honolulu would be more disappointed in the loss by their team or the fact that they have to leave beautiful Hammond, Indiana, hot spot of the Midwest?
It is. And at the plate will be Trey DuPont, the cleanup hitter, 0 for 2 on the night. And if you were a tour guide for Hammond, Indiana, people coming from all over the country, where do you go?
Now, where do I start?
The river right across the street. Beautiful.
Fantastic. They've done a great job.
Bill Baker, Dan Ripe.
Just terrific.
2-0 count to Trey DuPont. Small chances. Here's a slider for a strike. Not very often you see a 12 and under pitcher throwing a slider.
He just didn't. Did it well. You have to think of the beautiful downtown Hammond. That would be on the list. Wolf Lake. The parks at Wolf Lake, right?
Yes. The Pavs, as they call it now.
Pavs. Coming off that the wonderful Festival of the Lakes.
3-1 count. Here is a late swing by DuPont, and of course, right in the middle of Hammond, WJOB radio station.
Broadcasting live.
Full count to Trey DuPont. Small chances. Low delivery. That's ball 4.
I'll tell you, he was looking for that one. That was a fastball right off the edge of the outside corner of the plate. And I think Betances wanted that one, but did not get that call.
Makana Mirashigi will come to the plate. Going to be a pinch hit runner. Looks like that's going to be set to a CV.
To a CV
for Honolulu.
Going to take first base.
He is quick.
Just one out, Brian.
Just one out. Down 6 runs. Just one base hit at a time. Get him on, get him over, get him in. Name of the game right here.
Gotta love the resolve that these Honolulu Saints are showing. Did I mention the gambling boat? I'm sure a few of the parents are taking a trip down that way. Tried their luck. The horseshoe.
One out. And here is Makana Mirashigi. Wild pitch. Going to be a play at home. Safe ahead of the slide, or ahead of the throw, is Dante Park, and it's 8-3. Going to second, standing up is set to Suasivi, and that's a pass ball called.
Looks like Betances is limping back to the mound. When he was covering home plate, he might have twisted his ankle just a little bit or turned it.
I think he got a cleat.
Yeah.
No fun.
No steel cleats yet. They're going to get introduced to those next year, I believe, as 13-year-olds.
Fastball out of the zone.
Urshigi making Betances pitch to him.
Even count, 1-1. Off-speed pitch, 2-1. Taking his time at the plate, Makana Mirashigi getting settled in. Waits for the pitch. Swings through a heater from Betances.
Betances shook off the first pitch and wanted to throw that fastball. And he sure did. 2-2 count.
He's hungry. He knows pizzas are up here.
He sure does.
Aurelio's delivered. 2-2 count. And the slider gets Mirashigi swinging.
All I can say, Ryan, is wow, did that ball move to the outside corner of the plate.
We're going to consider him to be the closer tonight, so let's open up the debate. Mariano Rivera or Trevor Hoffman?
Both outstanding Hall of Famers to be, but Mariano Rivera has pretty much set the bar for relief pitchers in the game of baseball.
Our ratings just went up in Kingsbridge, New York, and Richie Vidal waves that one, and he is quickly behind. No balls and 2 strikes, and Honolulu down to the last strike of the tournament. New York a strike away from advancing to play South Lexington, Kentucky at 5:30 tomorrow night on WJOB. 0-2 count. Fastball just low. 1-2 count.
Boy, he just missed with that one. He was coming with the heat, and it was over the plate just a bit low.
1-2 count. Oh, curveball. Inside, 2-2 count.
Both good pitches. Just missed with them.
Even count, 2-2. Here's one to the backstop. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Standing up at third is set to a Stevie.
That was a outside fastball that Zimbrana really didn't even have a chance at.
8-3 ball game, full count. Honolulu down to the last strike. And they are done. Richie Vidal swings through a heater. Kingsbridge, New York will advance to play against South Lexington, Kentucky tomorrow night on WJOB at 5:30.
Let's give both teams credit. Saints could have laid down, being down 8-0 going into the 6th inning, and they came out and showed why they're here. Strung some hits together, some good base running, and tried to make a game of it, losing 8-3. Kingsbridge just proved to be overpowering with their bats and their pitching tonight.
Thank you to my producer, Larry Kowman, my broadcast partner, Mark Fort. That does it for Game 1 of 2 and this doubleheader tonight on WJOB 1230 and regionsports.com. Kingsbridge, New York wins it 8-3 over Honolulu, Hawaii, and will play South Lexington, Kentucky tomorrow night at 5:30. We'll be back at about 8 o'clock for Crown Point, Indiana, and Grand Forks, North Dakota on WJOB 1230.
Giovanni's in Munster is a proud sponsor of the 2013 Cal Ripken World Series. Stop in after the game for delicious, expertly prepared pasta, veal, seafood, and steak. Giovanni's is located at 603 Ridge Road in Munster, just minutes from the Hammond Optimus Youth Sports Complex. See their ad in the program or check them out on the web, giosmunster.com.
For the past 26 years, Joe Samara, owner of Eduardo's Natural Pizza Restaurants, has built a reputation for serving the finest Chicago-style stuffed pizza loaded with fresh and natural ingredients. Not interested in a stuffed pizza? Eduardo's has the best thin-crust pizza, appetizers, salads, pastas, and sandwiches. Stop by the Munster location at 7920 Calumet Avenue. You can dine in or order out by calling 219-836-2010. That's 219-836-2010.
This is Larry the K live here at AM 1230 WJOB in Hammond, Indiana. More Cal Ripken 2013 World Series of Little League Baseball coming up in just about 32 minutes here on the airwaves. Right now I'm going to send you back a little bit to some region flashbacks for about the next half hour. So please stick around, or at least set your alarm clock for 7:59 p.m. August 14th, 2013. If you weren't sure about who won, well, Kingsbridge did win. I believe it was 9-0, 8-0 over Honolulu, Hawaii. Both teams put out a great effort. And tomorrow night at 5:30 p.m.,